Hey, Joe Zarzaur here. I'm with a current client, Mr. Walrab, and Walter and I actually know each other dating back to 2005. In 2005, I was just learning to kite surf, and Walter was so kind to teach me at the time. He was a kite surfer here locally in the Pensacola area, and we parted ways after those couple of lessons, I believe, Walter.
Yes.
And then in 2009, the reason you're in this wheelchair here is that you were in a motorcycle accident, right?
Correct, here in Pensacola.
All right. Without using any names, tell us sort of what happened.
I was driving down Scenic Highway and came to a stoplight on, I think it's 17th Avenue, where it goes down to Graffiti Bridge.
Right.
And on the other side, there was a 16-year-old young lady who just had a driver license about a week. And she was coming the opposite way, wanting to go down to the Graffiti Bridge. She took the right of way, and in the middle of the intersection, she rolled over me with a big, huge truck.
And it caused you to be in this wheelchair.
Yes.
A spinal cord injury.
Yes. I've got 3 broken ribs on the left, 3 broken ribs on the right, fractures on the back, multiple torn stomach, and broken bones all over.
Right. All right, so that happened, and for whatever reason, it was 5 years after you and I had known each other.
Yes.
You didn't think about reaching out to me at the time for various reasons. Anyway, long and short of it is, the reason we're doing this video is that we try to drive home on social media and elsewhere how important it is for everybody to buy as much uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage that you can, because most people don't have enough insurance coverage, or in Florida, it's completely legal to not have any injury coverage for the other party. So you can wrongfully cause an injury, even this severe, put somebody in a wheelchair for the rest of their life and not have to pay them any insurance, because you're under the law in Florida. You don't have to have any insurance money for the other person's injuries. 0, and that's completely legal. And so since that's the case, most people are looking for the bargain, right? Don't have coverage for the other driver, or if they do, they have the minimum amount of $10,000. So we drive home in this setting as much as I possibly can, and unfortunately, you were involved in another accident recently that I'm actually helping you with, and we were able to resolve, but it brought up this topic for me, and you are an example of how I try to impress upon people how you can end up in this kind of situation without a lot of easy recourse. You ended up with some recourse, but it took a lot more effort than you otherwise would have probably had to take, and obviously the recovery probably wouldn't have been as much had there been an insurance policy there. But my point in telling people this is, look, when it's time to meet with your insurance agent, you need to think to yourself, the insurance coverage that I'm purchasing can benefit me and my family if we're involved in an accident with somebody that doesn't have enough coverage. And I can tell you right now, the chances are very good, like 90%, that whoever causes your wreck is going to be underinsured for your injuries or uninsured for your injuries.
That is true.
And when that happens, you want to have that insurance policy on your policy that covers your injuries. And you want to ask your agent for underinsured or uninsured motorist coverage. Walter, because he's a good person, he was telling me earlier that he actually has a better outlook on life now than he did before. Tell us a little bit about that, Walter. I think that was an encouraging story.
I have a better outlook now on life because I do not wish that upon anybody else, what has happened to me. And the way I was before to where I'm now, I'm more humble and more understanding about what could happen if an incident like that really should happen. So the way I am now, I think I'm not better off, but more understanding.
Not better off physically, but
yeah,
mentally and emotionally, you seem in a better place.
Yeah.
You're saying you're in a better place.
I'm in a better place right now.
Well, that's an excellent outlook, and we all are humbled by your ability to see through all of the physical issues that you have and to see the bright side. And like I told you before, physically you're slower getting around to places, so you have
Yeah.
more substance with people, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I tend to-
Able-bodied, you're running around like a chicken with your head,
Yeah.
like a chicken with your head cut off most of the time.
Right.
You don't have time to know somebody's name, visit with somebody, share stories with that person. Had you been an able-bodied person today, you probably wouldn't have had any interaction with me or even the staff here. I probably wouldn't even had this discussion with you.
No, probably not.
And so that is, I guess, the silver lining here. But the other thing that I wanted to drive home by this case is that you need to go look at your policy right now. There's a deck page. Your card has it on there sometimes. And see if it has uninsured or underinsured motorist coverages. If it doesn't, call your agent right now and say, I'd like to add uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage to my policy, and I want the max I can get without increasing my premium too much. And believe it or not, out of all the coverages you can buy, the underinsured motorist coverage is not that much more.
It isn't.
Yeah.
It isn't.
Yeah. So anyway, Walter, I thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you sharing your story with us. Y'all take care. If you need us, you can find us on the web or call us at 855-HIRE-JOE. Thank you.